It'll be one to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy, coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, 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 go.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
Question upstairs, go ahead.
Monty Dutton Gaskin is that, Dale, correct me if I'm wrong here, but it seems like to me that you're in a hell of a fix at the end, because if you have a car that takes a while to come in, you can't afford a caution flag because you want a long run, but by not having a caution flag, you're so far behind that it doesn't do as much good because of the time it'll take you to track him down. I know that seems kind of simple, but it puts you in a tough spot where you're kind of damned if you do in either way.
No, not really. With 60 to go, with 60 or 50 to go before the caution come out, we were catching the tail end of the field, and that was really going to be what I needed to put some moves on Jimmy, was see him get in traffic and struggle. And so, or we were in the tail end of the field, I can't remember, but I feel like that my best chance was for the race to go green, and my worst chance was how it turned out.
I will come back downstairs for another question for Dale, and then we'll get to Carl. Go ahead.
Adam Martin from WSYD Radio. Dale obviously had Carl running close at the end. How tough was it to hold him off down the stretch?
Well, Carl's a real hard racer, and you know, we got to running there earlier in the race, and I took care of him a little bit. We run, you know, I don't mind a guy getting into me a little bit. I just don't want to get spun out or run up into the marbles, you know. And you're gonna, when it's 10 to go and a guy gets underneath you, you got to expect to get run up the racetrack a little bit. The guy's going to use some of the racetrack up a little bit, but I just don't like getting put in the marbles, and that's all I was worried about from really anybody near the end of the race here. And we run together about 100 to go and took care of each other a little bit there, and I guess, you know, he had that in the back of his mind near the end of the race. I don't know, he can answer that, but it was fun. You know, I was trying to protect my position. Me and Carl had about equal cars there at the end, and I was having trouble getting a straight run off and getting the power down, and I was having to stop in the center of the corner, so he had some opportunities to get into me a little bit if he wanted to.
We'll take a couple more for Dale, and then we'll go to Carl. Go ahead.
Yeah, Dale, Jared Turner, NASCAR senior. We're talking about beating and banging a little bit. Can you just talk a little bit about how you balance that with patience today? You appeared to be pretty patient at times.
Yeah, I was sitting there watching Tony Stewart. Now, he would run. Tony's kind of funny to watch. We were sitting there running, and he's running real hard, and his car starts spinning up on a corner, and he just kind of drops back and punts. You know, what he does is he'll just pull over and get behind you and cruise and try to wait on his car. And I'm sitting there thinking, you know, Tony's always near the front of this thing near the end, and I'm always the one burning my brakes off and never having nothing to stop my car from going into the corner at the end of the race, and I wheel hop the rear tires because the front brakes is burning off of it at the end of these races. So I started really just trying to take care of my car. I was doing the same thing at Charlotte. I was like, man, I never finish this race. I never get top fives here. I always lead and run good and always hit something or mess something up. So I've been, you know, today there was a lot of times where we're sitting there running fourth or fifth, and I was just sitting there chilling, you know, keeping my, you know, 2 car length distance in between me and the guy in front of me, and just laying off the brakes and rolling down in the corner and trying to save a whole lot of race cars, see what happened there at the end and see if it paid off, because I've never really had good brakes at the end of these races because I run it so damn hard at the first 400 laps. So I was trying to take care of it.
Take one more question for Dale. Go ahead.
Jerry Bunkowski, Yahoo Sports. Dale, I kind of mean this in a kind of a humorous fashion, but, you know, we were talking the other day about how you'd like to see some other tracks into the chase. Well, if Jimmy keeps on winning at all these tracks and does so well with all these tracks, do you want to change it up just to make sure he doesn't have that kind of luck in the next 2 or 3 years going on?
Well, I think that, you know, I'm fortunate enough to be in the same shop as Jimmy and see how they work and what they do, and hopefully a lot of that stuff's going to rub off on us. You know, we're just trying to really look at their setups and our setups, and we try to understand how his car, you know, how their setup is making his car drive and what he likes and whatever. But I don't think I want to change it up too much. I mean, it's good when you have a teammate running good, really good, because you like to lean on that. You know, Jimmy, I don't know. It's just I'd rather have him running really good because I want to know what I need to put in my car every week, you know, or at least have a backup plan if we can't get it working. And him and Jeff definitely provide that for us. So I still haven't really truly ran their setup here. We've still kind of huddled around our little thing we've been working on the last couple of years because we run pretty good here, but you know, we may ease in that direction since they're having such good success and winning so many races.
Dale, we thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank
Good
you.
show out there today, and good luck in Atlanta.